Kamaru Usman and Joaquin Buckley as the main event. I thought Kamaru Usman looked great. He did the right thing. It was the one thing that I was worried about. I was worried, Kamaru had started his career as a wrestler, and he would take people down and ground and pound and do it again and again and get the win. And he was undefeated doing it, except for, early on in his career, one fight. And you look and you go, all that time he becomes this guy that he likes the striking, something about wrestlers. And this, Josh, all of a sudden they get a knockout and it's like, damn, that was easy. You know what? I'm going to do that again. And he was able to do it again. And then it got to the point he just left his wrestling behind. And I thought if he was going to fight Joaquin Buckley, look, he could win it. We talked about it, but he's got to go back to his wrestling. He can't be on the feet the whole time with Buckley. He's too fast. He's got too much power. He's got too many attacks with his kicks and everything. And God damn it, Kamaru Usman wrestled again. And he looked fantastic doing it. He fought a very smart fight. I had it 49-46. I thought he lost the fifth round, and that's fine. But great performance by him overall. But you know what? Not in the end when you're looking at it. If you're the UFC, you're also happy with Buckley. He didn't give in. He never stopped, and he was going after him in the fifth round. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for guys that are dogs that don't quit. He showed that he is that. So I think you got a win-win for the UFC here. You got to win in bringing Kamaru Usman back into the win column, and now you can utilize him with a setup, maybe Sean Brady, all these different matchups that are available to you. And you still have a win with Joaquin Buckley because he looked like a guy going after the victory all the way to the very end.
Yeah, John, I had it the same way you had it in terms of the scoring. I didn't have Buckley win any of the first four rounds, but I had him win in the fifth. Yeah. But then on top of that, though, first I'm going to start off on praising Kamaru Usman. He looked absolutely fantastic. The speed on the shot was great. His striking was good. He wasn't as fast. He wasn't as I thought Buckley was going to be a lot faster. That wasn't the case. Like, Kamaru Usman has some straight punches down the pipe, stayed very clean with his defense. He's a very sound fighter. Like, when people talk about like fighters that are disciplined, he's a very disciplined fighter. He made the mistake against Leon Edwards, like bringing the hand across, getting caught with the kick. I thought Buckley at the very end was going to try to use that same technique. You could see Usman leaving himself a little bit out of position towards the end when it started getting a little hairy in there. But man, Kamaru Usman looked fantastic. I can't say enough. I haven't seen him look that. We haven't seen him. I don't know if you have, but for me, I felt like he hasn't looked that good in a long time. He looked clean. He looked crisp. He looked like he was reinvigorated to be a top welterweight again. Like that. Injuries will play a huge mental, like, it just puts a mental block in you. You just can't get past it. Like, oh, am I going to fight again? Oh, I can't. It really wears on you as an athlete. It just breaks you down. You could tell when he got the win, it was like that, like he said, monkey off his back, that pressure. I'm happy for him. I actually had texted him over earlier in the day. I said, hey, man, best of luck tonight. Get it done. And he's like, hey, man, I appreciate it, brother. Like, it just felt good. Because a lot of times, John, I rooted against him. And I said, no more. I can't root against him anymore. I have to be legit. I got to be like, hey, if you use your wrestling and your stand-up is on par, you're defensively pretty damn sound. Like I said, outside of the Leon mess up. But outside of that, man, he has all the tools, all the weapons. He doesn't get the credit he deserves. People have overlooked him over the years. And I was one of those guys, and I have to be 100% honest.
One of those guys.
But you got to be upfront. Like, and I told him to his face, man, I overlooked you several times. I said, no more. I couldn't overlook you in this fight. So I just said, like, if you went back to your wrestling, like we talked about, but then on top of it, he was faster inside there than I thought, or at least I recalled. He did everything great. Great job by him. And then also to touch on what you said about Buckley, I wanted to spend more time on the winner. Yeah. But I want to say, too, with Buckley, man, great job. You're young. Nope. You got a lot more a career ahead of you. This was definitely a learning experience. You're going to end up fighting guys that have these type of abilities. But Kamaru right now he's healthy. He seems like he's firing on all cylinders. I had to be in a great fight. Great job for him. I'm happy for Kamaru Usman getting the win. But Buckley, though, big step up in competition. That's a huge step up in competition. Came up a little bit short, but he was loading up a little bit too much. If I wanted to pick anything out of it, he was loading up too much, which made it a little bit easier to get taken down. And on top of it is he already got the power. He doesn't need to load up. And that's one takeaway that I got from the Buckley fight on how he fought. But, man, overall, great job, man. Great job. Like, by both fighters, good fight, tough fight. Usman just had the number tonight.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And I thought Dominic Cruz, said it best when he said, look, Buckley's going to be a whole lot better after this fight. And I think he's right, because he's going to learn. He made some mistakes. And in those, sometimes you think exactly where the fight's going to play out and stuff. And you know what? That opponent across from you has got a different plan, and their plan works and yours doesn't. And so you learn from it. And I think he's going to learn from it. I look at it both ways. I think both guys are going to come out, better for that fight. Usman's back, and Buckley is still a major presence in that welterweight division, and will be for a while. So really enjoyed that one.
This episode is brought to you by BetUS. Make sure you guys YouTube 150 for the promo code. Also, Element, use the link in the descriptions down below. Any product you buy from there, they will send you a bonus package of product if you use our link down below. Element's amazing, man. I love it. And I want to say thank you, man. Thank you guys so much for continuing to support us.